I was thinking, I fucked up by even acknowledging y'all bitch niggas. Keep your mouth shut when you speaking to me. Your bitch is sleeping with me. Nigga, I beat it for free. She said you needing a fee. All that I'm being is me. Niggas be sleeping on me, so what they'll be dreaming of me? These bitch niggas is my groupies. They try to be just like me. I like coochie. They act like LGBTQ dudes be just putting extras on it. Like movies, I like Tootie. Kelly Bundy, I like Rudy. When she got older, that bitch bad, I like Judy. From Family Matters, she did porn, I like Tootsie. Topanga getting smashed, her lips was quite juicy. Facts. I'm sure you could tell I'm an 80s baby. Yes, sir. I fuck so much I should have 80 babies. Yes, sir. Only lady I call babies my lady. Any lady that'll play me is crazy. I was thinking that it gotta be hard for y'all to recognize that I'm that nigga and that y'all not that nigga and that you'll never be that nigga. I slap a nigga in his fucking face and watch his mask fall off. He's a fucking fake. He's a fucking snake. You don't get bitches. You take pictures with prostitutes, nigga. Give me a fucking break. These goofy niggas on the internet, they be all into that. I'm where the winners at. Niggas be losing, that's why they trying to prove they getting that's wondering who I'm fucking your girl and tell you I'm hitting that. Niggas be like, yo, he's different. Just cause I ain't say your name don't mean I'm sneak dissing. Let's be clear, I'm dissing you, but I don't want niggas to know your name, my nigga, keep listening. You're a nobody, you hear no probably. From every chick you know, you want nobodies. That's how you like them hoes. Had me on your show and acted just like them hoes, biatch. I was thinking that you guys just gotta accept your losers. Cause everybody can be a winner. Real talk. Yo. What up? What's poppin'? What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Lopario. The bad boy of the motherfucking dating game. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the motherfucking building. Shout out to Monogamous Player. Shout out to April MC in the building. What's going on, girl? Chill sexy ass. Shout out to Certified Tyrone. J98AT in the chat, out of the mud. Juck season, what's going on? Dan is in the building. What's going on, fam? AJ206. Armani, call me Jay, is in the spot. And remember, guys, right now on the Bad Boy membership, right? We have the new program, which is called 7 Ways to Be an Effective Leader in Your Relationships. That is on the Bad Boy membership right now. And guys, remember, being a leader is very important in your relationship. And I teach you 7 effective ways of how to do this, how to implement this shit in your situation. So it doesn't matter if you just met a girl, if this is a girl you've been dating, a girl who's your girlfriend, wife, whatever, you still need to know how to lead. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you don't know how to lead, you're going to be fucking up your situations and all that other stuff, right? So now, call-in number is 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901 is the number. And if you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get that shit going. You feel what I'm saying? Put a Q in the chat if you got a question and we will get that shit cracking. All right. So yeah, man, today's show, I'm going to be talking about, how to have more sex with more women. And one of the main things I'm going to be talking about when I talk about this is understanding, the difference between fuckable and not fuckable. And I talked about this a little bit before, but I want to go more in depth with this particular specific topic of, hooking up with more girls, getting shit popping. Now, if you're one of these guys out here who, you just want one woman, then this might not be for the show for you. If you're one of those guys who think like there's something crazy about, having sex with lots of different women, this might not be the show for you. If you're one of these guys who are these MGTOW, guys that think, this is something's wrong and you gotta get with one woman and you should be in the church and you gotta be celibate and you gotta wait for women to give you choosing signal. This might not be the show for you. I'm sorry. You understand? This might not be the show for you, but if you're the type of guy, right, who wants lots of options, If you're the type of guy who wants lots of women to choose from, you want to make this type of shit happen, this right here is the show for you. You understand what I'm saying? But again, guys, remember, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership and masculineidentity.com to join the Masculine Identity membership, so you guys can join that before the price goes up. The price is going up in March. Okay, that is the time when the price is going to be going up. So I want you guys to make sure that you guys, are on that type of stuff. You feel me? Now, let's get into this. So, how to have more sex with more women. Right now, you all know I wrote a book called How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. That book actually came out about 10 years ago. That's how long I've been doing this shit, man. 10 years ago, this fucking book came out. You feel what I'm saying? But basically, what it is this. In a nutshell, when you want to have more sex with more women, right? There's a few things that need to happen, right? One is you have to change your mindset about sex. That's first of all. That's off top. Off top, you need to change your mindset about sex. Now, a lot of guys have a very, very, interesting mindset about sex, whereas they want a lot of sex, but at the same time, they have an issue or problem with women fucking. So this is what I want to say off top, is that if you're one of these guys that feel some way about women being slutty, women, liking to fuck, women liking to fuck lots of guys, all this other shit. If you feel some type of way about this, meaning if you have negative feelings about this, you're not going to be able to be the type of guy who's going to be having a lot of sex with a lot of different women. You understand what I'm saying? You're not. You understand? Listen, and understand this. Shout out to my dude Miles Cunningham in the building. Shout out to my dude Miles Cunningham in the motherfucking building. So basically, if you're the type of guy who has some issue with, women having a lot of sex, you are not going to be the type of guy who's going to be having a lot of sex with a lot of different women, unless you're somehow low-key simping or tricking. You understand? That's the only way. And what I mean by that is that you're not naturally going to have women in abundance trying to fuck you, trying to have sex with you, if you have an issue with sex, because this is the thing. You cannot have sex with multiple women, lots of women, if you have an issue with women having sex. Because if you have an issue with women having sex, there's going to be a disconnect to you having sex with a lot of women. So guys think that they can, do both. Like they think they can, you'd be like, oh, these women who have sex out here are disgusting, but also fuck a lot of women. It's not going to happen. Most of the guys who have a problem with women having sex are not having a lot of sex with a lot of different women. They're not doing it. You understand? They are sitting on the sidelines talking shit. Guys who are really having a lot of sex with a lot of different women, and when I say they're having sex with a lot of different women, I'm talking about women who actually want to have sex with them. Not women that they had to sort of wear down. Not women they had to take out on a bunch of dates, promise them a bunch of shit, buy them a bunch of gifts, tricking and simping. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking women who actually want to fuck these guys, right? If you're the type of guy who has an issue with women fucking, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot have sex with multiple women. You can't do it. You understand? You can't do it unless you're tricking or simping. You understand? Because what happens is that you cannot be the guy who's fucking and at the same time be disgusted by women who's fucking. Or you cannot be the guy who's fucking but feel some type of way about women who's fucking. It doesn't correlate. It doesn't happen. It's just like when a person thinks money is the root of all evil and rich people are scammers and all rich people are assholes. If you think that's some negative thing, you're not going to be able to get rich. You can't be rich thinking rich people are assholes. You can't get rich thinking money is the root of all evil, because your mindset is telling you money bad. That's not good. So if you're saying it's not good for women to fuck, you cannot fuck lots of women. Simple, get it? It's easy. It's just real simple for you guys to understand. That's why a lot of times I can tell usually the level of, women, or the level of, I should say, interactions a guy's having with women based off of his language. So what'll happen is a lot of you guys might see someone, for example, who seems like they're getting a lot of sex from different women, and a lot of different women want to fuck with them. but they have the mentality that women are whores and sluts and that's bad. The reason why that occurs is because usually they're the type of guys who's getting attention from women, not for sexual appeal or sexual reasons, but because they have something the woman wants, which in turn is the thing that sort of makes the guys have that mentality in the first place. They're like, oh, all these women are sluts and whores because they only want to fuck me because I got a lot of cars and money and all this other shit, right? So that mentality is also there. Because in their situation, they never really had women who actually wanted to fuck them just to fuck them. Usually it was the woman wanted to fuck them because they had a nice car, nice house, a lot of money. So what happens is that if they think, women are out here fucking, right? They think there got to be something wrong with them because they're not the recipient of desired sexual interactions, meaning the woman doesn't really desire them. So if the woman doesn't really desire them, they're going to feel some type of way out of jealousy because they're like, well, the woman must be desiring other men if they're doing this, right? Or they think women aren't like that because the women aren't doing that to them. You see? And so what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is your mindset first has to be of a mindset that there is nothing wrong with sex and casual sex. If you think there's something wrong with sex or casual sex, even just a little bit, that is going to impact how successfully you're going to be at having sex with more women, having a lot of sex with a lot of different women. You understand? Because check this out. Part of what makes women want to throw the pussy at you is because they see you as the type of guy who's non-judgmental. Is because they see you as the type of guy who's used to getting sex from women. Is it because they see you as that sexually appealing, sexually attractive guy who is positive about sex? You understand? That's what makes the woman want to fuck with you. Because she's like, oh, he's not, he's one of these guys that gets it. He understands, he gets it. And see, if you don't get it, if you don't understand, you're not going to get it. Literally. You understand what I'm saying? So first, what has to happen is there has to be a mindset shift. If there is no mindset shift, you're not going to be able to do this. You understand? You're not going to be able to do this. So, stick with that one girl that likes you in the class and try to work that shit out. You feel what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen in your situation, right? Now, the other thing you need to know about having more sex with more women, right, is that you have to make sure that you are actually putting in work. You understand? That means you can't be these lazy ass niggas sitting around waiting for choosing signals, right? You can't be these guys that's just, oh, well, I don't want to go out there and approach women or talk to women. I don't feel like these dating apps suck. I don't feel like going on the dating apps and blah, blah. All that complaining, that's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. Right? Because see, what happens is that you have to put in some sort of work, some sort of effort to be able to acquire lots of women. You understand? Because anything else in this game, it's a numbers game. You understand what I'm saying? And so in order for you to get a roster, or in order for you to get, a certain amount of women who are going to want to fuck with you like that, you got to put in some work to get those women. There's no way around this, right? You have to be able to put in the work to get the women, right? So that's the another thing that got to go down. Now, also what has to go down, right, is that you have to know how to fuck. You understand? You have to know how to fuck. And what happens is this. The interesting part about this is that usually the more women you have sex with, or the more sex you have, right? And it's actually, better with more women in this case, what I'm about to talk about, is usually the better you'll get at sex. Now, again, you ain't got to be like this fucking amazing motherfucking bed, but you can't suck. You understand what I'm saying? And part of what gets you there is the practice you have by dealing with these women. You understand? And understand you're going to have to put in work. You know why? Because what happens is that when you get a chick, and this is what guys are going to understand or know once you're out here doing what you do. Once you get a woman, right? And let's say you fucking with this one girl, you having sex with her or whatever. You meet another girl, you hooking up with her, and then you meet another girl. Let's say you got 3 girls in rotation. What's going to happen is one of those girls going to fall off. Then you're going to have to replace her. And then now you still got 3. Then 2 might fall off. Now you got 1. Then you got to replace those 2. It's going to be a constant thing that's going down like that. Now, how often you got to replace them depends, right? Meaning that you could have 3 chicks that you seeing, and you could be seeing them for 3-4 months. And all of a sudden, one of them fall off. Or you could have 3 chicks you seeing, you fucked all 3 of them, and then one of them is, she's gone after that first fuck. You see what I'm saying? So you never really know exactly when the chick is going to bounce. Right? And what happens is this. In a lot of cases, no matter how good you are at fucking, you cannot keep a woman there. I'm saying it again. No matter how good you are at fucking, you can't keep a woman there. Now, in some cases, she can be kept for a while, meaning for a while she'll come around and get the dick. But there is no amount of good fucking that's going to guarantee a woman's going to stay, which is why you got to put in work to build that roster back up. You understand? So that's just the reality of the situation, right? So you got to have a certain mindset. You got to put in that work. You got to, and build that roster, right? And so what happens is a lot of guys can't do this because one of the biggest issues when it comes to this, and this is why I titled it Fuckable versus Not Fuckable, one of the biggest issues is that when it comes to sex and casual sex in particular, a lot of guys don't understand the difference between fuckable and not fuckable, but also most guys who aren't getting sex or who are just getting out there or who just trying to, date and make shit happen. What most guys do is that they're way too picky when it comes to casual sex. You understand? They're way too picky when it comes to casual sex. Now, when it comes to you having casual sex, all you need to ask yourself is she fuckable or is she not fuckable? That's it. Is she fuckable or is she not fuckable? Right? If she is fuckable, that is a girl you can fuck because you want to fuck her because you find her fuckable, which means that you find her sexually attractive enough to fuck. If she's not fuckable, then you don't fuck her because you don't find her sexually attractive enough to not fuck. Now, what I want you to pay attention to is this. Notice I said sexually attractive enough. I did not say physically attractive enough. I said sexually attractive enough. And see what the problem is with a lot of guys is that they're making, choices about having sex with their ego versus making choices to have sex, right? Based off of desire. So what that means is they might desire to have sex with a woman who, let's just say let's just do the scale of 1 to 10 just to make this easy for guys to understand, right? So the ideal type of girl they want is a 10, but they're at a party, at an event, and they see this girl who's like a 5.5, 6. They would fuck the girl who's a 5.5 and 6 because they see her as fuckable. But what's stopping them from fucking the girl who's a 5.5 or 6 is because they really want the dime, or they want people to see them with the dime. They want to parade the dime around for ego reasons. They want to feel like, oh, look at this dime that I can get, even though they want to fuck the chick who's a 6. Right? So what happens is that because they're so concerned about what other people think, because they're so concerned about the look because they're so concerned about wanting to be seen with a girl they consider a dime, they will pass up on fucking the 6, even though they want to fuck the 6, even though the 6 is fuckable. You understand? Or they won't even bother to try to talk to her. They'll be like, oh, I don't know, whatever, because they they're waiting for the dime. And this is what they're thinking in their heads. Even though all they're doing is having casual sex. They're not marrying these women. They're not having long-term relationships with these women. They're not fucking inviting them to the barbecue and the cookouts and all this other shit. No. You're just having casual sex. You understand what I'm saying? So now what happens is that they would actually be having more sex with more women if they would fuck more women that they find fuckable, instead of waiting around to just want to approach women they think are dimes. And I'm gonna tell you this: most motherfuckers don't have even the enough. Their game isn't tight enough to even do that shit. You understand? It's not even there. The game is not even tight enough to do that shit. This is going all in their heads. Their game is not tight enough for them to be sitting around waiting for some chick they think is a dime to go and holler. It's not tight enough. And what I mean by that is, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying a dime is harder to get or more of a challenge. I'm saying that their game is not tight in general to be waiting around to talk to anybody, meaning that they need to be talking to as many women as possible, many women they find attractive. And she doesn't have to be a dime. But those guys are too scared to approach women in general, which is why a lot of times, usually it's just them talking shit. They don't want to approach anybody because they're scared to approach, period. But they'll use the excuse of, oh, she ain't a dime, she ain't bad enough to not approach. But they're really scared. So even with that 6 who they would fuck, they're scared to approach her. Exactly. He just said picky betas. Exactly. John McKenzie said, looks build sexual attraction in a short time quicker than what you say, like when you at a bar or something. No. Call in, John. Stop it. I don't even want to get into all that right now. Well, I'm going to answer that in a minute. So what you guys have to understand is this, is that if you want to have more sex with more women, you have to take into account the fuckable women. You understand? Which means you could have a chick who's cute that you would fuck, go and try to fuck that girl. You understand what I'm saying? Don't sit there coming up with excuses and shit. Don't sit there and say, oh, well, she ain't all that. She don't gotta be all that. But do you want to fuck her though? Like, you see, listen. It's like this. Like, I remember I was at this party, right? And I'm talking to this girl. And in my opinion, she was like just an average looking chick. Nothing particularly special about her in my opinion, right? But what happened was, I'm there at the party and there wasn't hardly that many people there. It's like not like a big party, but like a get together type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So she was cute. We talking or whatever. I'm like, all right, fuck it. And then what happened is that we're going back and forth. And then I noticed she started flirting with me and shit a little bit more. She started like being a little bit more assertive and shit with the flirting. Right. So I was just talking to her, but I wasn't really going hard. I was still kind of, just being flirty a little bit, but she was going, it was at one point she was going hard with the flirting. Right. So now when she was going hard with the flirting, my dick got hard. So me and my dick had a conversation. My dick was like, yo, Lucario. I was like, what up? He's like, you see what's happening here? I was like, my nigga, I see exactly what's happening here. I see you up right now. He's like, my nigga, I am up. Right? So my dick was like, Lucario, what you want to do? I was like, well, listen, since you up, we might as well fuck this chick, right? So basically, my dick was telling me that this chick was fuckable. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't my ideal type. She wasn't the best looking woman I've ever seen, but she was fuckable. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling y'all. See, a lot of motherfuckers be on this shit where every chick they talk to or deal with, right? Or every chick they're trying to talk to, they're looking at it like, oh, I want to look for my wife or my girlfriend or somebody serious. And it's like, listen, again, like I said, if you one of them niggas that, you know, you're like, oh, I just want to find that one special lady, then this video might not be for you. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm saying to you guys is that there are chicks that are fuckable that you could fuck and have a great time fucking them that you're missing out on because you're concerned or thinking about other shit. You're concerned or thinking about other nonsense that have nothing to do with nothing. You understand? So the thing is that the chick needs to be fuckable to you. Shout out to my dude, Coach Justin in the building. Exactly. They're afraid of what their boys are going to think. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. A lot of guys be making these fucking, these decisions based off of, oh, I don't know what my boy going to think if I try to holler at this chick and get her number and take her home or whatever. They worried about what they mans in them going to think instead of smashing. You understand what I'm saying? Because what's going to happen is you're going to probably, in most cases, run into more women who you think are cute or fuckable, right? More than you're going to run into your ideal type of woman in a lot of cases. So, because usually your ideal type of woman usually is a specific type of chick. And that specific type of chick generally falls under a small category. Like my specific type of woman, right, is a woman who's shorter than me, thick, a fat booty. You feel what I'm saying? Some nice titties. Race doesn't necessarily matter with that, but the body type, she needs to have a nice bubble butt, some nice thick thighs. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really into chicks who are like, way too skinny. You understand? I'm not really into chicks who are like super, super big. But have I fucked some girls who were super, super skinny? Yes. Why? Because they were fuckable. Have I fucked some chicks who were fat chicks? Yes. Why? Because they were fuckable. Have I fucked other women who were not my ideal type? Yes. You know why? Let's say it together, guys. Because she was fuckable. You see what I'm saying? Now, again, if you're the type of guy who is like a Christian, or you got hang-ups about sex, or you're looking for your soulmate or twin flame, this is not the video for you. I'm just letting you know right now. Just letting you know right now. But understand, there's a lot of fuckable chicks that you guys are passing up on because of bullshit. Because of bullshit. You see what I'm saying? That's what I want you guys to understand. So guys, if you have a question Or you want to call in? Call in number 646-481-3901. So he says, up, Lucario had a woman flake on me, but she gave an alternative date. She flaked on the alternative date as well. So is that a charge, or should I just tell her to hit me up when she's ready to link up? No, that is a charge automatically. She is done. She's finished. It's a wrap. It's over. It's like kaput. That is done. You feel what I'm saying? That's finished. She flaked on you twice, my nigga. That's a wrap. That is a wrap. You know what I'm saying? You said, how do you get women to open up about sex? Like, for instance, I heard you say that women would tell you about dudes they're dating, showing you their DMs, telling you their fantasies when having conversations. Well, the way that you do that, like I was saying earlier, is you got to be the type of guy who is non-judgmental. And women can tell that you're the type of guy who's non-judgmental because, and let me explain something to you guys. This is real simple, but it's just so great. Now, the way that a woman can tell that you're non-judgmental, right, is you're the type of guy who leads with sex. I'm going to say that again. A woman could tell that you're non-judgmental when you're the type of guy who leads with sex. Leads with sex. What does that mean? What does that mean to lead with sex? That means when you first meet the woman, let's say y'all go out to get drinks or some shit, or you randomly hollered at some chick at a bar. This is the first time you and her are in person interacting with each other. You lead with sex, right? By flirting, building sexual tension, and talking about sex while you were dealing with her for the first fucking time. And what I mean is that your conversation and interaction has to be about that and leading up to sexual interactions between you and her. You understand? So what I mean is, let's say you meet a girl off of Tinder, Bumble, one of these dating apps, right? You say, yo, come meet me, at the Main Street bar for a drink, and so forth and so on, right? So you get to the spot and y'all sitting at the booth, y'all talking, shooting the shit a little bit. You got the drinks there. And then within, let's say, the first like 5 or 10 minutes, you start flirting heavy. Hey, I noticed as you've been talking, I just been looking at your lips. Your lips look so damn juicy. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm about to, you know what I mean? So like, you're leading with that. What most guys do is they lead with being a gentleman. You understand? They lead with taking a woman out to dinner and courting her, right? See, when you lead with taking a woman out to dinner, taking her on 3 dates, talking to her on the phone for hours and shit, when you lead with that, she sees you as a gentlemanly, nice type of guy. Therefore, she assumes that you are judgmental, right? She sees you as a cookie cutter, nice type of guy who goes to church, who fucking, follows all the rules and, you just do everything perfect. And what's going to happen is that because she sees you as that guy, she's going to assume you are judgmental. But when you lead with sex, when you lead with a sexual energy, she's like, oh, this guy, he's not judgmental. I can let my hair down with this nigga. But the other nigga who's whining and dining me, I can't do that. No, he's gonna judge me. He's a gentleman. I can't do that. He's not into all that stuff. No. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that this is why a lot of guys, they'll come to me and they say, Lucario, I took this girl out to dinner and I was trying to get her back to my place. And then she was like, oh, she not like that. And she's not that type of girl. Yeah, because you was doing all that gentlemanly shit from the beginning. That's what you led with. So she thinks that you're going to judge her if she comes back to your place to fuck. Because you was being this nice guy, gentlemanly, let me take you out to dinner and fucking roll out the red carpet for you. So she thinks you're going to be judgmental. See, most guys who are average, that's what they do. The average guy is going to take a girl out on 3 dates. He's going to take her to dinner. He's going to lead with that type of energy. So because you're leading with that type of energy, she has to play the good girl role so that you don't judge her, because she sees you as judgmental because you're not leading with sex. So if she says anything or does anything remotely sexual, she doesn't want you to see her as a hoe or a slut and all that other goofy shit. So basically what I'm telling you guys is this. Remember, as the man, you lead. So either you're leading her to your dick, right? Or you're leading her down the path of seeing you as boyfriend material, that she should wait and she should not be this type of girl in front of you and all that other shit. You see what I'm saying? So Big Mo, to answer your question, what happens is that, women will open up to you more the less judgmental you are. And she will see you as non-judgmental if you are leading with being sexual in the first place. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. Because she'll notice that you're that guy. See, this is what you guys have to understand, right? What I teach you guys is to understand how to become that guy. See, in my book, How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day, the first chapter is titled Be the Man, Becoming the Man. Because when I said that you got to switch your mindset, that means that you have to be consistently this guy. So what happens is a woman recognizes a guy who's non-judgmental because he's been that guy who's judgmental. She recognizes a guy who's on point and who has game because he's been that guy who has game. He's been that way. But let's get 862. What's popping? Who this?
Hey, what's going on, Lucario? It's Barry.
What up, Barry? Did you donate?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, I just came to comment on the topic. I agree. Like, a lot of the chicks that you think like may not be the most physically attractive, they got some good box too. Like, I was dealing with this chick yesterday, this last night, and I see her around the building. She was looking decent. She was drinking and shit. Next thing you know, I'm upstairs, I'm smashing and shit. But you're gonna have to hit me with the buzzer on this one, Lucario. I didn't strap up, and the chick's got a whole dude in the crib. I fucked up on that one.
Oh my god!
Yeah, because I'm kind of new over here, so I didn't really know anybody. So I'm gonna be a bit more careful on that and go get a box of condoms. But yeah, I agree 110%, Lucario.
See, and this is what I want to bring up too. You guys, if y'all out here fucking and doing what you got to do, you guys have to have condoms. I'm telling you, strap your shit up. You do not want to catch shit getting these women pregnant. Strap your motherfucking shit up. You understand what I'm saying? See, the thing is this, guys. The thing is this, especially when it comes to getting chicks pregnant. A lot of times, guys, dudes be having baby mamas and all this shit. Like, it's not that easy to get a woman pregnant. You understand what I'm saying? It's not that easy. A lot of times what happens is the pregnancies will happen because of people just being irresponsible. You see what I'm saying? So you got to be very responsible with that shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's what it is. Like even in one of my tracks on my mixtape, I said you could tell that I'm an 80s baby. I fuck so much I should have 80 babies, right? But I don't have no babies because I'm responsible. That's what I'm saying. You see what I mean? So you got to be responsible with your dick. That's another thing. That's you guys got to understand that shit, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Sorry, I'm gonna be a bit more careful with it. I ain't gonna mess with her too close to home. I'm just gonna go out and find some other chicks.
And you said that she had a boyfriend downstairs?
Yeah, she lived right in the building with him, but I didn't know like she was living with any dude. I just thought like, you know.
Oh, so he's
I actually didn't even know.
He's in the same building.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you gotta be careful with that shit,
know.
nigga.
What are you doing? I know, right? Yeah, I found out. One of my people told me they're not sleeping together. I'm like, oh shit.
Be careful because
erase that.
These niggas are simps out here. This ain't, you know. Listen, don't go that route. That's the type of shit that I used to do. But I tell niggas don't do that shit because dudes is simps. They not see. If dudes is just on some player shit, then it'll be whatever. But these motherfuckers are be ready to do some crazy because you fucked with their girl because they weak. So you gotta listen. Weak niggas are unpredictable. So you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I definitely will. Corey, I will. Right. Gotta respect the game.
All right, bro. All right, man. Appreciate the call, bro. Mahala. All right. So guys, call in. Call in number is 646-481-3901. 646-481-3901 is the number. So I'm not gonna be here too long, but guys, call in if you want to call in. And if you have a question, put a Q in the chat and we will get to your question. But yeah, that's another thing. You guys got to make sure that you're fucking responsibly. You feel what I'm saying? Some of y'all get caught up and y'all just be going raw all up in everything. And then you catch some shit that you can't get rid of. You understand what I'm saying? Or you get a chick pregnant. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. See, I'm not going to be some goofball and tell you, oh guys, just be abstinent and be celibate. You don't have to worry about that stuff. That's not reality. It's not realistic. You're going to want to fuck. What I'm telling you is fuck responsibly. You feel what I'm saying? That's the issue. A lot of people don't, they sort of ignore the concept of fucking responsibly. You understand what I'm saying? So, you got to make sure that you are, you're fucking protecting your shit. You got to protect your shit. You feel what I'm saying? You got to protect your shit. But yeah, that's the thing. And so the thing is this, guys, is that when it comes to fuckable and not fuckable, there's certain girls that that you're just not attracted to at all. Like you're like, oh, I would never. Right? And so it becomes easy when you just break it down to fuckable and not fuckable. Because I would or I wouldn't. It's that simple. And you know the ones that you wouldn't, so you just ain't. And you know the ones that you would, so just do it. You feel what I'm saying? See, that opens up a larger amount of women for you to choose from. Because you're not, see, the problem is that dudes be thinking about all of this other extra shit outside of casual sex. Right? Dudes be thinking about all this other extra shit outside of casual sex. Right? So all you're doing is that when you're thinking about it in the context of casual sex, it's like, oh yeah, she's fuckable, so I'll smash tonight, and then we just do what we do and keep it moving. That's it. That is it. But again, a big issue is that you have to be in a certain sort of mindset or mind frame in order to be able to do this properly. Because if you're not in that mindset, if you're the type of motherfucker who like sort of attaches sex and love and all that other shit, where you start getting your feelings about sex and all that other, because there's actually guys who start getting in their feelings when they fucking. So if you're that type of guy who gets into their feelings when they fucking, this might not be for you. You understand what I'm saying? This might not be for you. If you're the type of guy who gets all attached, this might not be for you. He said, if you don't smoke or drink and into a more healthier lifestyle, will chicks be turned off by that to a point they won't want to sleep with you because they think you're too clean cut? Absolutely not. No. See, a woman is going to be into you because she's into the type of guy you are. So there's going to be certain women who are going to be into that type of guy you are. That's it. See, a lot of y'all will say things to make it seem as if, man, I gotta change who I am to get women. No, you don't. You understand? The only thing that you guys have to change is your mindset in order to level yourself up in general. But you're not changing for a woman. You're not going to be some fake motherfucker just to get a girl. That's not what we're talking about here. You understand? You change things within yourself to become a better you, if that's the case. But you're not going to fucking change for no chick. You said, could you still get a female pregnant even if you strapped up? Well, yeah, if the condom pops and you come in her, yeah. You feel what I'm saying? If you ejaculate in the chick, let's say the condom pops, of course. Shout out to Kevin. He said, just joined a Bad Boy membership. That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, man, you guys have to be, you know, have a certain mindset, but also you got to be very careful when you do this stuff. So a lot of dudes will just be super reckless and then shit'll happen and then they'll want to blame the sex. Like, that's what I don't like. I don't like when people try to blame sex because of them being irresponsible. That's like the stupidest shit ever. They're like, see, you can't have all this sex because you're going to have all these pregnancies. No, you're having all these pregnancies because you have an unprotected sex and you're being irresponsible. So it's not the sex fault because you're irresponsible. You see what I'm saying? But see, again, that's the mentality that motherfuckers have, which is why they're not able to enjoy themselves and do certain things a certain way. You feel what I'm saying? Exactly. Don't blame, be accountable. That's all it is. Because the thing is, you don't want to fool yourself or get into a certain mindset that there's something wrong with sex. This is why a lot of people have terrible sex lives, have little to no sex lives, right? Or have issues with sex because they think there's something wrong with sex. You understand? They look at sex as either something disgusting, wrong, or they put it so much on a pedestal that they make it special. This is why niggas talk about fucking soul ties and twin flames and, oh, the demon energy of sex and all that stupid shit. Because they're either demonizing sex or they're putting it so much on a pedestal that they make it a fucking issue. You understand? They make it an issue. This is why dudes are searching for the baddest chicks to fuck. Because they put the sex on such a pedestal. They're making it an issue. You understand what I'm saying? It's not an issue. See, it's only an issue when you do ridiculous shit around sex. Like when you're having all this unprotected sex. You're getting all these motherfuckers pregnant, right? You're having sex to try to fill a void. You're having sex because you think having sex is going to solve all your problems or make you happy. No. There's only one reason to have casual sex. And that's to fuck. That's it. Only one reason. You understand? That is the only reason you should be having casual sex. Is just for the pleasure of having sex. That's it. That's it. All other extra shit outside of it, that's not a thing. You feel what I'm saying? It's not a thing. But yeah, that's what it is, guys. So I just want you guys to understand that in order for you to have more sex with more women, 1, you got to have a different mindset. 2, you got to put in that work. 3, you got to build that roster, right? And 4, you guys need to make sure y'all motherfucking ass is protected because there's too many guys out here who call into the show and who talk about fucking these girls raw they just met. Like, why are you fucking a girl raw you just met? That's crazy. That is fucking crazy. You guys should not be fucking no chicks raw you just met. That's ridiculous. Y'all motherfuckers is wild out here. That is wild. But guys, listen, I'm about to wrap up because me and April about to go get some dinner. I'm fucking hungry as shit. So listen, make sure that you guys check us out tomorrow on the Real Game No Theory show. Make sure you guys check us out, Real Game No Theory, tomorrow at noon. Make sure you guys join the Bad Boy membership. Go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership. Go to Masculine Identity membership to join the Masculine Identity membership. Also, make sure that you guys go to Patreon, patreon.com/Mr. Lucario to join that and get that shit popping. And yeah, we're going to be actually doing the Game Kings Part 2 documentary this year. So we're going to give you guys some info on that. You know, that's coming soon. So that's going to be awesome. It says, why do you think so many of these dudes that have listened to you for a while still don't get it? Well, the thing is this, unfortunately, Joe Blast, this is the unfortunate part about it. There's a few reasons, but this is one of the most unfortunate parts. A lot of motherfuckers are slow, unfortunately. And some dudes do get it, but they don't want to actually do anything about it. So they act like they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But let's go to 954 before we wrap this up. 954, what's popping? Who this?
Hey, what's going on? My name is James. I donated.
Appreciate it. All right. What's going on?
Yeah. All right. Question though, is there ever a situation where like you feel like a chick is like really not fucking? You know what I mean? Kind of like that example when one dude said he had the like the female lived like on the same building as him, and he didn't know, but he went ahead and he fucked her, but he didn't know. But if he did know, would that be a situation where it would be unfuckable?
Well, that's the thing. Not fuckable, and fuckable is just based off the desire, but that would just be a situation where that would be a girl who's fuckable, but you wouldn't deal with her. Because you see what I'm saying? So there's certain circumstances where a girl is fuckable, but you might not want to deal with her because of the circumstances. You see what I'm saying? So you're like, okay, she got a man, or she got some sort of issues going on, or she not listening to what the fuck I'm saying. So I'm not gonna give her no dick, or I'm not gonna deal with her. So there's certain girls who are fuckable, but you won't deal with them because of certain situations or circumstances. So what I'm saying is, in general, if a girl is, cooperating and she's throwing a pussy at you, but she's not a dime or your ideal type, but she is fuckable, then smash. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I get you.
Right.
Yeah, because I was kind of confused as far as fuckable and non-fuckable.
Right.
I'm kind of in a situation right now where it's like this chick, she's fuckable, but because her baby daddy is kind of like a fucking maniac, I'm not trying to like.
Yeah, you want to steer clear of that one. Yeah, stay far away from that one. You understand what I'm saying? Stay your ass far the fuck away.
Game.
Exactly.
Yeah, I had to charge you to the game because she told me that the last nigga she was dealing with, like the baby daddy, I guess he got some homeboys that live like at her apartment complex. And they basically told her or told him that, oh, there's a nigga at the apartment. So that's when he came over and they got into a scuffle or whatever. So I'm like, oh, when she told me that, I'm like, shit.
Right.
I ain't even trying to like even go down that route.
Right. And the thing is, yeah, you definitely want to steer clear of situations like that. You know what I'm saying? When is that you just want to leave that whole fucking thing alone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, Lucario.
Right.
Yeah, but I'll do that, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, bro. Appreciate the call, man. All right, Amala. All right. I think we have one more question. It's the best place to fuck chicks if we still live with our parents. Bro, you're gonna have to either go to her place, go to a hotel, or hit up one of your friends and borrow their place. That's your options right there. But this is why you got to get out your parents' spot, get your own spot, or you need to talk to your parents and be like, listen, man, I need to fuck some chicks until I get out this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? See, my parents is cool. They didn't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was messing with chicks at my mom's house. It was like whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if that's not the case, you got to go to her spot, go to a hotel, or you got to you know what I'm saying, like hit up one of your friends, see if they got a place that you can, you know, bring her back to and all that other good shit. But it's always better to have your own shit. So you ain't got to worry about none of that. You see what I'm saying? So work on getting your own shit. So, you know, make sure you guys do that shit, man. All right. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm about to wrap it up. So remember, badboymembership.com, masculineidentitymembership.com, patreon.com/Mr. Locario, and check us out on the Real Game No Theory show tomorrow. All right. So that's pretty much it. I am out of here, and I will holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out. When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're going to have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You know, you can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.